Yeah, I saw it Friday night. You know what it is? The trailer is like this.
Yeah.
And it's like I thought it was gonna be like Groundhog's Day.
Oh,
and,
sure.
All right, tell what's Mickey 17? What's that?
No, I'm not gonna trash it.
No. What is
just talking about it.
Yeah.
Mickey 17 is this guy.
Oh, it works. Podcast works with a mic.
Sometimes.
Have you Rondell Sheridan?
Sometimes.
Rondell Sheridan.
Have
you ever done a podcast? And you talking with your mic? Hey, so I just want to.
You know how loud I am.
Yeah. So Mickey said, "Is it a movie? Is it
It's
a
a movie?
Okay, what's it about?
About a guy in the future who signs up to be a test dummy, and they can clone him. So they do an experiment with him. He dies. They clone him again, and he keeps the memories. He keeps all the memories.
Wait. He's a real test dummy.
He's a real person.
They put in cars and they slam into.
No, it's the future. They put him on a planet with a virus, and they want to know how. So they'll go breathe in the air, and then he dies, and then they clone him again so they can figure out how to do stuff.
Rudy, what's your thoughts about that?
I've seen it.
Put the camera on you, Rudy.
No, yeah,
it is on you.
No, it is. It'll be in a second.
I can't
That's the problem with doing these because I got to do this all the time.
All purpose. We're doing this live.
Yeah.
We're doing it live, Rondell.
But I already saw that version of the movie, and it was with Tom Cruise, and I forgot the name of it. But that was
Another tomorrow.
Yeah,
tomorrow. Something tomorrow.
The day after tomorrow. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But anyway, they already did that movie. I don't need to see it. I'm
that
good.
part was great.
Yeah.
So it was good.
It was good.
It was good.
What's it called?
Mickey 17.
Mickey 17. It's named Mickey.
Mickey 17.
Mickey.
Important. Mickey.
Am I deaf?
Oh,
Are
my
you saying
God.
M or N?
Are you doing the drugs at home? No,
Yes, all
in
the
front
time.
of the children.
I had two
Your
kids.
child brought you a crack pipe. I saw him. I go, that's a crack pipe.
Yes. What's wrong with that, Rondell?
It's progressive.
But
This is progressive.
it's aggressive. But I can still do a podcast. That's all that matters.
Yeah,
You
no
know?
one would know. No one would know at all. Yeah.
Now, if you don't know Rondell Sheridan, he was
Sheridan, as my friends call me.
Sheridan. It sounds like a prince, though, right?
Sheridan, yes.
Sheridan.
Rondell Sheridan.
Prince Sheridan.
Yes, Prince Sheridan. Yes.
If you don't know him, you were on a show called Raven. That's a Raven or Raven?
Oh my God.
I don't. I look. I don't watch Disney, Rondell.
Yeah. Oh, you will.
It will.
You will.
It would be weird
You
for me
will
to just
soon.
be at home.
Yes, that
watching.
would be. That would be scary. If I walked into a room and you just had That's So Raven stuff, I would be like, yes, I need to. Why can't I open this door? Why can't I open this door? What is going on?
I'm watching That's So Raven, Rondell. Leave me alone.
Suddenly now I'm on a live stream and they're bidding. I can't get out of the room. What's going on? Yo, Michael, yo.
They want to buy the chef.
Bids at $350.
So your name was Chef Vic.
Chef Victor.
Chef Victor.
Yes.
And I asked you if you could really cook. I wish we could show the pictures because you can.
Yes, I can cook. I learned I came close to selling a show many years ago. I have a theory, I have a theory that every guy should know how to make 2 dishes. So by the time you're 22, 23 years old, you should know how to cook 2 dishes.
Stop right there. Rudy, what's your 2 dishes?
I guess I make it every single week. I'm a chicken and veggies guy, but if I'm not doing that, dude, on Monday, when I got back to the apartment after being on the road for an entire, whatever it was, 4 days, I made the most bomb ass Philly cheesesteak. Dude, I had the bread, put it in the oven, crisp the bread, the outside, inside. Yeah, man, I only eat it like once every 6 months, but when I do, I deserve it. It's amazing.
I don't think I've been in the presence of anybody who makes a Philly cheesesteak. Yeah. That's awesome.
Oh,
man.
yeah, no. This trick is you got to go in, start the meat in the oven, get the veggies going, and then put it all together on the pan at the same time. Yeah. Then you get the juice, you put it over the bread, you flop it over, dude.
Boy.
Bomb diggity.
That's dope. Like my two cereal and anything I can put back into my air fryer.
Okay. So you didn't let me finish this. You're lame. Okay. So the reason you need 2 dishes, and this is when you're starting to court, when you're trying to get the ladies, you can invite them to, because at 24, nobody knows how to cook anything. So you see a girl and you say, hey, you want to come by the house? I'll cook. And they go, oh, okay, what you got? and then bam, whatever that dish is, you do it all the way. But you got to have two, because you can get lucky with one. You can get lucky with one. She'll come for the first one, and they go, "Hey, next time you come by, I'll make something else." And they go, "Oh, wait, you know how to make something else?"
Yeah.
2 dishes.
So what were your 2 dishes?
I cook a bunch of stuff, but my super easy go-to is linguine and pasta, little garlic. Ladies like white wine. Boom. And then here's the dating thing that I've learned a long time ago. You get them to be the sous chef. So as you're cooking, especially on the first date.
This ain't a movie.
When you're cooking, that's what I do. I got the player moves.
Like a movie.
I got the player moves. I got player moves. So yeah, so it was gonna be a regular, like not like a home improvement, but it was gonna be a show in which you find a person who doesn't have time to date. They have no dating skills, and they have a basic kitchen. So you show them, you come to their house, whatever pots and pans that they have, and you figure out a dish for them to cook, and you show them how to cook the dish
to romance someone.
Yeah, and then you're there for their first date, and you watch them,
because that's not awkward.
Yeah, so they come by, they show them how the two of them cook, glass of wine, whatever. Boom. So yeah,
is it called romance before you D-pants?
See. No.
That's a good title.
Yeah. If you're in the X-rated section of Blockbuster.
No,
yeah.
I'm using the word romance. Romance is a strong word, man. Romance before you D-pants.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, I think it's the D-pants part that that people make a left turn on.
Also, how were you getting women back to your house on a first date?
I'm good like that.
Man, dude, I don't know.
Good like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, I know. Well, I don't. I'm married now, but I never had a problem with that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You just don't have game.
No, man. I'm like,
but it's also, this was a while ago.
Why you cut Rudy off when he was talking?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say.
I want to hear about
Rudy's got a valid point.
No, I want to hear about his struggle.
Rudy's got a valid point.
No, we need to hear about how people struggled.
Okay.
We need to hear how people.
Struggle is real.
I don't understand this struggle.
I'm on 4 female friends' first call in case of emergency list.
We'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
Tell us about your struggles real quick.
Oh, in fact, not only in dating, but I was having a conversation with a comic last night. We were talking about you on stage because we were watching your set at Kimmel's last night, and somebody goes, "Man, he's got like so many great bits. They're so wholesome. Like they're good. They're all about like, your kids and your wife and all this stuff. And every time you say something like, 'Oh, my wife bought me these new shoes,' the crowd goes, 'Oh,' like, oh." I'm like, he is Everybody Loves Raymond, and I am The Wire. Like that is our relationship. Like
I stole these shoes yesterday.
Yeah. He talks about like, how his I literally watched my uncle get into a fist fight with his wife. Like that was me growing up.
Wait, you from the South Side of Chicago?
He's from Minneapolis.
Minneapolis.
Oh,
yeah.
they roll it like that.
So it's insane to watch. So when I hear guys who are like, "No, it was easy. I meet a girl, we would hang out. I'd get her number at a coffee shop, and then later on that night she would come to my apartment and we would hang and I would cook a dinner."
No,
that doesn't happen.
Back in the day now,
this was before apps. I didn't go through the app phase. I told Rudy the other day, if I went through that app phase, I would have totally destroyed.
I
being on TV and with an app. But there's a reason I didn't go through that, because I probably would have died with something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? No, being serious. Like I think God said, "No, you doing well by yourself. We can't put you on these apps, yo. You're gonna catch something. You're gonna catch something." I really believe God did that. I really believe God did
Nowadays, you're absolutely right. You invite a girl to your house and she's like, "No, we're gonna meet for coffee." There, she hits a pin right away on her phone where she's at. My
wife, the first time we had our date, it went so well. Our first date, I was like, "Hey, you want to come over tonight? Watch a movie?" She was like, "I don't do that."
Yeah, don't do
that.
Like,
"Oh,
wow,
rejection."
Yeah. That's wild.
So Rondell, he's part of this show, Raven, or That's So Raven.
That's So Raven. Corey the House, Raven's Home.
Wait, did you just name 3 different TV shows?
3 different TV shows.
That's all. And now you're retired.
I am not. Wow. Just wait a minute. Let me check the internet. Yeah. Oh my God, I am retired. Wow. How did you find out?
I've just retired.
Yo's podcast, and he just told me.
I told you you're retired. No, very long run. What, 20 years? 25 years?
I've been around 50? For a while. But
no, Raven, like 30 years?
20. No, we started. Oh my God. You're
30
right.
years.
No, 20.
20
we
years.
Started in 2001 or 2. I can't remember.
How much money are you making that show?
$1 million an episode. I made more than Raven Simone.
No, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Making friends money over here.
But
no, I made crappy money
because it's Nickelodeon.
No, I did Nickelodeon, which was even crappier money.
Okay. Look,
my career.
I want to talk about this. Go for it.
I'll tell
you. And please don't take this wrong.
Okay, go ahead.
I love when people.
I'm gonna take it the wrong way. My career is over. Go ahead.
You're retired, so it doesn't matter
now. Go for it.
So I've never seen your show. And
thank you very much.
I
watched your show.
Which one?
The one with the little girl. I watched.
She was great. She was great. I got better as it went. But let me ask you this.
Go for it.
The stereotype between TV dads on these shows.
Yes.
Overacting, over this, over that. Yeah. I never saw you. I don't see you as that person though. Or did you? Or is that just? You have to be like that because that's the audience.
We did it a little bit more. The first, okay, so let me give you the whole thing. So I co-created my first TV show, which was on NBC. It was called Minor Adjustments. Many famous people were on that show. Wendy Raquel Robinson was on that show. She played my wife.
They're so famous you forgot them?
No, the kids on the show.
Oh, the kids. Okay,
but, Sarah Rue was on the show.
50 Cent. Ja Rule.
No,
just throwing out some names.
Mitchell Whitfield, who was the best friend of my cousin Vinny. If you saw that show,
oh yeah,
he was on that show. And then I went to Nickelodeon. I did Cousin Skeeter. And Robert Richard was on the show. You
don't need to name all of them. We're bored.
We're a ton of people.
And it was a success.
Yeah, we ran for 66 episodes. That was at the time. Great. At the time, that's what kids shows did. They ran 66 episodes.
And that time you were over the top father.
Yes. No, I was regular. Yeah.
But then Raven Disney, that's a different element where you got to be over. Like that's what they expect.
It's not over the top, but
it's over the top.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, what's going on, guy?
No, it's not that.
Hi, my name is Chef Victor.
No, it was.
Hey, I'm not making fun. I would take the paycheck.
No,
it's not because I've seen these shows.
Situations that would happen that would make it be over the top, but the acting was just regular.
Look, you weren't like, hi guys, what y'all do today at school?
No, it was not.
But you know what I'm talking. You've seen that.
Hey, Rondell, can we talk to you for a second? You want to bring that down to about like a 0.4?
But you've seen that on these shows.
Oh, hell yeah.
So don't act like they don't ask people to do that.
But that's why Raven's a major franchise.
Oh, yeah, it transcends because Michael and I were at the airport the other day, and I said, "What are you doing?" He goes, "I'm getting a latte." And my response to you was, "That's so Raven." Mm-hmm. Transcends, my friend. Yeah, great magnet. This
I don't know if it made sense, but it worked.
It's so Raven to get a latte.
Yeah. There you go. And now you're a big fan of South Park. Is that why you're wearing chef hat, or because you're Chef Victor?
Oh my God, you're gonna make me. I'll take the plug, but it's
what?
It's the company. Yes. So this company,
Overlord,
they're gonna see
Awkward.
This.
What's it?
It's Overlord. Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's not a brand deal. I don't have a brand deal with them all. I have like 9 of their hats.
Okay.
And so this is the first one I got because I play a chef. And it was chef on there. And I was like, I got the hat.
You got to have the hat.
So I have 9 of them.
Yeah.
So I don't have a brand deal. But if you guys want to send me some stuff.
Are they all chef hats?
No. They branded. Like if you go to their website. See, now I'm pitching it. And I'm.
Okay. No. What's it called?
It's called Overlord.
All right. Overlord. If you get a chance. .com.
Yeah.
All right. If you get a chance, go to overlord.com.
I don't have a brand with them at all. I like their stuff.
Rondell is begging for a brand deal.
No, yeah, I am.
For Overlord.
Yeah, I am begging.
What does that mean? What, you showing your shoes?
This is showing my shoes.
What? Why?
I would love. These are off-white.
Yeah. So you're trying to get an off-white deal too?
I'll take any deal.
Rondell will take
Q-tips,
Overlord
Q-tip swabs. If I get some Q-tip swabs.
Okay, so let's.
I'm retired.
Got Band-Aid money.
I got the brown. I got the light brown. I got the
yeah. We in the house money.
Yeah.
We were in the house. Rudy can't laugh at that joke. Do you even know what that means?
I know what that means. I've seen Django Unchained.
That's the clip right there. That's the clip. That's the tease to the podcast. We just nailed it. I want to talk about this. Your comedy. You started comedy before an actor, right? Or did you act and then go into comedy?
Actually, it's the same amount of time. I came to New York to go to acting school. I went to Circle in the Square. Shout out to Circle in the Square in New York.
And what is Circle in the Square for us?
It's a theater school. So they're like Juilliard, NYU. Circle in the Square is a small boutique.
So it's like the last resort.
Neighborhood playhouse.
It's like the last resort when you can't get into.
Who's the guy?
You know I'm kidding, Ron.
No. Who's the guy who did? It wasn't Clint Eastwood. Somebody did it. Oh, it's Iron Man.
Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. In the middle of an interview, they asked the question, he deflected it. They asked another question, he deflected it, and the third time they asked him, he just slowly undid the thing and then this move. It's that move where he just goes, and he's still smiling. The eyes aren't smiling, but the mouth is smiling. And he's like, "Yeah, okay, we're good. And he just
I love that though.
Yeah.
Thanks for sticking around after that.
Yeah.
But so what clubs were you at, and what comics were coming up at?
Well, let me pick the whole story. So I was going to Circle in the Square, and one of my classmates' sister was a stand-up comic.
Okay.
And so her name was Vanda Michaels. Everything to Vanda Michaels. I had a huge crush on her. And we were doing a club in Manhattan called Mostly Magic, which was a magic club. But on Monday night, they had an open mic night. And so I was this puppy dog, would follow her to the club, and I'd watch a bunch of comics who have been doing comedy year and a half, 2 years in that window there. And so I was a huge comedy fan. Carlin, Cosby, Pryor, all of them, tons albums.
Mm-hmm.
Never thought about doing stand-up, but I loved comedy. And so I'd be there probably like 2 months of going there every Monday night. And one day she said, "You're funny, you should try that." And I went, "Oh, okay." So I went up on stage, and I don't know, for most comics, I think the first time you perform, you do okay. You do well, you kill, whatever.
Can I tell you why? Because there's no expectation. You think you're going to bomb. So if you get one laugh, you're like, "Oh, I did good." Right? I mean, I think that's the general rule. If you get no laughs, you bomb. But especially if you get 2 or 3 laughs, then you're like, "Oh, I can do this."
Yeah. And then it's the second time you walk on stage where you die horrible.
So how does it feel still being an open micer? No, but continue the story, Rondell.
So I was doing that club, and then they had auditions. So this is 1982. They had auditions at the Improv.
Yeah.
And on Sundays, what they would do is Sunday night was open mic. It was audition night, and you'd go at 2:00 in the afternoon, and they'd had a hat, and they'd pull 13, 15 numbers.
Yeah.
So they'd have balls of paper that were blank, and then balls of paper that had numbers on them. And if you pick the number, that's the spot that you would go on. So I think it was like 14 or 15. And so I went on, did my set. And
what number did you pick? Do you remember?
I think it was like 14 or 15.
Oh, you were at the end.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
And you had maybe 5 minutes, and they had the light in the back of the room, and the light, when it would flash, and the Sunday nights would be packed. This is 82 comedy in New York City.
For an open mic.
Yeah, well, it's not. It's audition night. But the audience knows it's audition night.
Oh, so they want to be
and
there.
They peppered comics in the show.
Like real comics.
Yeah, real comics in the show. And then they go, "Now coming in number 12,
Gotcha.
Whatever." And so I had no material. I can't remember anything. But I got the light flash, and I just went on a roll, just ad-libbing this thing, which was really fun. And I dressed up with a suit. I had a suit going on. And so I remember when I got off stage, the bartender said, "Hey, I think you need to talk to Silver." And I go, who that? And they go, "It's the lady there. She owns the club." And I went back to her, and she said, I said, "The bartender said I should talk to you." And she gave me one of these. She was like, "Well, I don't know if this is what you wanted, but you passed." And I always have, every situation I've been in my life, I've been ignorant of the repercussions of the situation I'm in. I'm oblivious to what's going on.
Got you.
So
it creates no fear.
No fear, and an atmosphere of nonchalance.
Yeah.
So when she goes, "Yeah, I don't know if this is what you wanted, but you passed," and I went, "Oh, okay, cool." And so I walked to my group, my posse that's in the bar, And they're like, so what did she say? What did she say? And she said, I passed. And I never forget this. There's about 5 or 6 of them. And they've been trying to get in at the Improv. And I see all their faces and they're like, so what did she say? And I said, she said I passed. And for a glimmer of a second, I see their faces go,
oh, yeah.
But I saw
they were hurt.
Yeah, and rightly so. I should not have passed.
Yeah.
But I remember going, so what does this mean? They go, well, you have a club to work at. And I go, yeah, I have that club, Mostly Magic. And they go, no, this is the Improv in New York. This is your club. And I go, oh, okay. And they go, and you get $7. I was like, ooh, $7. I go, okay. And you get a free hamburger. And I'm like, you had me at free hamburger.
Right?
That's how you should have started.
Yeah.
Free hamburger. And then for like 2 years, I would just watch everybody. Seinfeld, Reiser, everybody who came to that club. I would just.
Who was the first comic that we would know today that you became friends with or like solid with? Not like best friends where you still talk, but like, oh, this dude's huge today.
Most of the comics that I know were from that class. It's like Ray Romano from that class, Chris Rock. I'm trying to remember who else from that time span. But we're all working comics. And then I think I moved out. Yeah, I moved to LA before. I was in LA the same time Raymond doing the first year of Raymond, because that was the first year of my show. And so I'd called Ray to say, hey man, good luck. And he's like, I don't know if we're going to get picked up or not. And he's like, good luck to me for my show. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know what the hell is going on with my show. So, so it was that, it's like playing AAA baseball. Are we going to make it? Or
you know what's funny about our industry? You always saying that. Even when you make it, you're like, okay, how long is this going to go? It's the next gig. That's why I love stand-up.
It's always the next gig.
Because that's why I like stand-up, right? You can always work. And especially if you get your own crowd, then you're always working.
Yeah.
And nobody can say you're not good enough for it. And that's what I love. We're going to do some current events. Rudy, you got anything?
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys about this because I made a comment last night, and maybe hearing your story about growing up with people that, at least on the outside, were very supportive of you. Mm-hmm. I've never had that ever when it came to none. It doesn't matter what it is. I'm not joking when I say this.
It's crazy. Like, I know it's crazy.
Yeah.
Bananas.
So when they announced yesterday that Trump bought a Tesla, did you see that? So Trump went out and bought a Tesla as a way to be like, you know what? Screw everybody who's
I want to see the receipt. I want to see him physically pay. I don't think he bought a Tesla. Go ahead.
So when we saw people, we were hanging out last night after the show, and somebody was like, oh my God, what a clown, whatever, And I was like, are you kidding me? As a comic, all I want are for my friends to support me. I would love it if one time I would get at least somebody to be like, hey man, I shared your post, or I shared that clip. It does not happen. Nobody does it. Michael Yo is the only one, I swear to God, in 25 years of entertainment, Michael Yo is the only one who's been like, I got you, boo. I got you.
Yeah. And sometimes I don't do it.
And
sometimes I don't do it.
To my face because he knows I work for cheap. That's the
I think he's doing it for the cheesecake sandwich. The cheesesteak.
So the question is, we're talking about Trump in here's my thing. And I would say this about Trump. I think with the whole Tesla news, he lied in his press conference yesterday saying eggs were down, gas prices were down, and the stock market is going up. So he lied about 3 things.
Oh no.
But and his fans that listen to this podcast will not want to hear that. But he lied blatantly. But that's what he always does. He lies a lot. And look, that's who he is, and that's fine. But you can't talk like I have friends that work in the oil business. They live in Texas. They can't own Teslas. Because you don't want to pull up to an oil company.
That's like the Ford factory.
Yes.
If you own a car that's not a Ford, you can't park in the main parking lot. You can have a Corvette or whatever. You have to park here.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You can't park in the main parking lot.
So my point is, you can't say you're all about oil and things but you driving a Tesla. You have like my friends, they sell gas. They're lawyers for gas companies. If they pulled up in a Tesla to a gas company, they would never be seen again. So that's the thing is like, you can't promote something.
Yeah.
I mean, of course he can, because he can do whatever he wants.
And his crowd.
And he does. And his crowd will follow him.
Yeah.
But for the people that are on the fence on him or things like that, you got one side that just thinks anything he does is idiotic. Then you have the part that's in the middle that goes, well, that doesn't make sense. If you're saying you're all about gas and these people, why are you buying a Tesla?
Here's the other part that makes no sense whatsoever, that nobody's thought this all the way through. Do you remember when Obama did Jerry's show?
Comedians and Cars.
Comedians and Cars.
Yeah,
Okay. Do you remember where they were and what was the car?
No.
Obama drove for the first time when he was president. He drove around the grounds of the White House because he wasn't allowed to drive a car off the premises.
Okay.
Where's Trump driving?
Well, he's not driving, but I don't even think he bought the Tesla because the thing is Elon's stock is plummeting on Tesla.
Yes.
I love my look. You can say what you want about. I love my and people are like, you gonna get rid? I'm like, no, because that's 4 years. I'm not invested in it. I bought this car, not Elon. And some people can't separate that, right? It's like, and in 4 years, he's not gonna be in there. You know, he might not even make it that long. As soon as he starts getting more attention than Trump's gonna get rid of him, right?
Well, no, it's not even that. I'm waiting for Tesla himself for them to go. You know what? Because they don't realize he's on the board of directors.
Yeah, but they can't vote him out. He owns too much of it. I don't think. But you're going off track. What I'm saying is, I'm saying Tesla. Like people say because of Elon.
Yeah.
Especially a lot of Hollywood because of Elon. I got rid of my Tesla. But it's like y'all got a lot of money. I don't have throwaway car money. You know, and even if I did, I think Tesla is the best electric car. I will drive that car till its wheels, and I will buy another one. My wife wants a Cybertruck.
Kia EV9.
And I asked them about and that's a great car.
Yeah.
But I think they even make the EV, right?
Yeah.
But my thing is like, I love Tesla. I love the technology. And here's the thing I'm gonna say about Trump, and this could like fire people up.
This is your last show? This is your last show?
Better not be.
No. I think if Trump stopped all the antics and everything, he could be very likable to both sides. I really do. If he just said, like, you know what, I'm gonna stop saying ridiculous things, because here's what's crazy. Did you see the movie The Apprentice about Trump's life?
I did not get a chance to see it. I saw clips of it, but I haven't got a chance.
Phenomenal movie.
Yes.
And we know this in books. He was taught that strategy.
Yeah.
So the 3 rules of Trump, and it's in this movie and it's in his book and he took it from his old lawyer, Cohen.
Yeah.
I forgot the guy's first name, but basically is control the narrative. Whatever you say is the truth. It doesn't matter. Lies don't matter. What you say is true. So keep nailing that. There was another, I forgot the 3 rules, but it's that, and that's what he does all the time.
Yeah, but here's the problem. This doesn't work for us. For regular people.
It does, though.
No, because people.
It does.
No, because if you say, well, I'll give you a perfect example. If you say XYZ about yourself and you keep saying it, behind your back, your friends will be like, what the hell is he
So you don't think
about?
Behind Trump's back?
Oh, I own a mansion. I own a mansion and a Tesla. And they're like, you got a Ford Fusion in your driveway. You live in an apartment.
But see, for people that don't know him,
but that's what I'm saying.
But you don't think Trump's friends are talking? Yeah. So what's the difference? Like, you are what you make yourself, and that's the whole thing. You talk big, you make up this whole world you live in, and then they're going to be a massive. Like, they're
in my head. I am a 6'9" Jamaican guy with a full head of dreads.
And guess what? Guess what? If you did.
I knew I liked you. Hey, man.
And guess
We're
what?
all right, man.
And guess what? If you did every interview sitting down, nobody would know. Nobody would know. Nobody would know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The brilliance of Trump is he knows how to manipulate his crowd.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And he can say anything and they will believe him.
Yeah.
That's and people get that's an art.
What did he say 8 years ago? I could shoot a guy.
And it's true.
And you go, yeah.
Because his people love him.
Yes.
And what I'm saying, if Trump would just settle down the antics, I think he could be likable to both sides.
Happen.
I know it's not.
That's
but I'm saying this dude could actually, because there's a lot of things I agree with what he's doing. There's a lot of things I agree with there's a lot of things I don't agree. But I think a lot of people get caught in this echo chamber of they can't be like Yo, I want to get rid of these people out of the country. I want to do this. Why not get rid of the criminals out of the country that aren't documented? But if you say that in your left, you're like, oh, you're trying to get out everybody, right? He's doing a good thing. NATO, I think it's great, NATO. Like, people not paying their part. We shouldn't be paying for everybody. Like, there are certain things he's doing I like, but you can't say, I'm an independent / liberal, and I'm saying this. So why can't we all say this? And at the same time, I'm like, he does very idiotic things and he lies a lot. You're
building a foundation on a nice slice of cheesecake, but the problem with the cheesecake is it has a tuna fish sauce on it. It's covered.
That sounds disgusting.
It's covered in tuna fish sauce.
I get what you're saying,
and that's it.
And that's not going to change.
No, it's not going to change.
Man, I'm telling you,
there's people going, oh wow, there's cheesecake in this. And there's other people going, it's covered in tuna fish.
Look, I interviewed Donald Trump several times in TV when he did The Apprentice and things. And Donald Trump says when he finds an audience, he says what they want to hear. That's who he is. That's who he's always been.
He's no different. He's no different than the top 5 comedians on this planet.
What's that?
Take
mean?
whoever the 5 comedians are.
Dave Chappelle.
They're talking to their audience.
Yeah.
They're talking to, So, like, in theory, everything you check off the box, that's him. And in theory, when you look at every comic, you go, you're talking only to your audience.
Because as comics, once you get established, you don't care about everybody else. You just care about your people.
Except when you get the pie in the face, when you make a comment that goes outside. Because we live in a bubble.
Yes.
Everybody likes us. Everybody likes us
until
you do or say something that goes outside of your bubble, and then you go.
But
where's all this hate coming from? Well, there's a whole group of people who don't know who you are. You just the guy that said this.
Yes. But at the same time, that is blowing up a lot of comics to take them to the next level. Because a lot of people, when people get mad, people forget. There's a whole nother side that's like, yeah, we agree with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's just an interesting thing. Like, and this is going towards another conversation, like freedom of speech. Like, a lot of people got fired on TV on Fox, and then a couple people on CNN, they got fired. And then they go, well, you're trying to take away my freedom of speech. My thing is, people forget freedom of speech is a two-way road. If you say something, you said it.
Yeah, say it with your chest. Say it with your chest.
You said it on your biggest platform. Like these podcast people that get in trouble. You said it on the biggest platform. You said what you. Nobody stopped you from saying it.
I don't like left-handed people. I think left-handed people should be shot in the street.
Okay.
And then when people come up to you yelling, you go, I should have the right to say it. Yes, you should.
And they have the right to say what they want to say.
What they have to say.
See, freedom of speech is just, people are taking it as one-sided. Freedom of speech is double road. Yeah. You can say whatever you want to say, but I'm going to hold you responsible for it.
Exactly.
And that's my freedom of speech.
Exactly.
That's not trying to cancel you.
No,
I'm just enough people are on my side that we don't like you, and advertisers are like, oh, well, maybe we shouldn't. It's no different than 48% of the country not liking Trump, but he has 52%. So he won the presidency or whatever the percentage. I just made those up. But there was enough people. You
did read the Trump book.
No, there was enough people that supported Trump then that didn't support him that he won. And that's the same thing with cancel culture. There's enough people that support this cancel then don't, so you're going to get canceled or you're going to be held responsible for what you say, because it is a two-way road, where I think a lot of people think it's just a one-way road and everybody's going after you.
I think we're feeling it right now. When I watched the State of the Union address last week, I've never seen in my lifetime a State of the Union that was so divisive for the two houses.
Well, I got to say though, Democrats looked horrible by yelling, storming. It looked like high school. And yes, Trump was up there lying, but sometimes you just got to take it. You lost. Take it. Like my thing is, like, you talk about Trump not being an inspiration to our children. Look how we just acted up there. You think kids are going to learn from that?
At what point did the State of the Union become a prep rally? At what point did it come from, I'm going to do this on television, just face to face?
But like Al Sharpton just standing up, acting ignorant. Like, what would that do? How is that going to help the country?
If they hadn't have said anything, would it have helped the country?
No. But don't look ignorant. They looked ignorant. Let's be honest. They look like that whole thing looked like it was a high school.
And the other side didn't look like a Texas football rally.
Yes, of course it did.
Thank you. That's all you have to say.
But
both sides played a role in that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Both sides played a role, but you can't preach how one side is acting ignorant and then you act ignorant too.
Yeah, but I think it started before that. I think it started from the moment he opened his mouth.
Well, yes, he lies, but he lies. And they weren't calling Al Sharpton just standing up is not calling him out on lies. Say specifically what he's lying about.
Yeah, but that part wouldn't have worked because then it would have just been Democrats just constantly yelling out, which is what you said, acting ignorant.
Yes. Because that does nothing.
Yeah.
That does nothing, just yelling out at go to your constituents,
I think
go on TV.
I think they should have just not showed up.
That would have, you know what? That would have been better.
There should have just been.
I would rather
rows and rows of.
I'm
empty,
sorry, my security. Hello.
Hi, we've been listening to your podcast. We're unplugging your power right now. Yes.
There's a large mob with pitchforks and torches outside of your house.
We will escort Rondell out.
My name?
Yes. We will escort Rondell out. But yes.
Yeah, we don't.
Sorry. Yes, my name.
I'm sorry. It's like this security,
yeah. This is the moment where people are gonna Google. Yeah, just watch
for home
podcast.
Insurance.
Just watch the podcast like 50 minutes in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is when the FBI comes in.
Yeah.
Just start to come. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, but I don't know what that is. Okay.
All right.
So anyway,
keep in mind that phone didn't ring until you started talking about Trump. That's how wired
that was Skyler.
Yeah,
or whatever that was. Skyler was like, yo, Trump, alert to go, Trump. Okay, what did you? So I just think both sides acted ignorant, and I would rather Democrats not show up, and take a hit like that than look like that. Because this is the reason. This is the reason why Republicans win. Is because Democrats try to act like they're holier than thou, but when they here's the thing with Trump.
Both sides.
Hold on. No. One side does it. Republicans don't. You know what you're going to get with them. Like if Trump did something outrageous like he always does, people are like, oh, that's just Trump. If a Democrat, since they try to act all holy, if they do something, it's a bigger deal. Do you not disagree with that?
I disagree. I think both sides do that.
If Biden went out there and said the stuff Trump said, you wouldn't think the press would be a lot bigger for Biden saying that than Trump. Trump, it's just another thing.
Oh no, says. they would have called Biden on it.
And why is that? Because they believe Biden has ethics. They believe this. He's a good person and all that. So what you got to do, Democrats, and this is a message for all dumb it down. Dumb it down. Talk like normal people talk. That's what we want. Reality show TV it. Not to the extreme of drama, but what I'm saying, you got to talk to people how we really talk. You know what I mean? And that's what Trump does so well.
He's operating on a different operating system.
But why?
Because does
it not work?
It works.
So I'm not saying copy him, but what you got to do is you can't do these speeches with, I hate to sound like this, just talking to other people in Congress. Like that doesn't work. You got to talk to us. You got to dumb it down. Let normal people know what you're trying to say.
That's yes. I would love to see the venue, the right venue for it. But the problem is people that watch one television network, they don't watch the other television network. So on a daily basis, if something important is going on, this story is being skewed by one network or
not
other.
Shown at all.
Exactly. What do they say? Keep your friends close.
Keep your enemies
closer. That you should watch both, because at some point you're going to see this and go, hey, how come they're talking about this? And my beloved station is not talking about this.
But people don't watch both.
That's
so since that's the problem we've acknowledged, people don't watch both.
Yeah.
You need to talk down. Not talk down.
Okay, I see your point.
But you just need to talk on their level.
I see your point.
You know what you need to do? If I was CNN, I would hire all the Daily Show writers and be like, we're going to dumb it down so much that everybody can because have you seen their chart? Like when Jon Stewart, like anybody can get it.
Yeah.
Like, and you have to do, if I was president, I would hire his writers and be like a little bit more presidential, but you need to explain what's going on.
You know what? You're absolutely right on that. When I found out that how many percentage of people get their news from the Daily Show, I would go, and now I'm not knocking the Daily Show, but I'm like, why are you watching this? MSNBC,
Let me
CNN?
ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. This is for both of y'all. I'll start with Rudy and then you, Rondell. Yeah. Do you think if you took a poll right now, and we can do it on the Yo Show, do you trust comedians or politicians more? Who would score better?
Oh, I would definitely say comedians. I mean, look at who we're putting our trust in right now. Shane Gillis has never been bigger. Chappelle is at the height of his game. Bill Burr, all these guys that we love, Joe Rogan, whoever it might be, even though he's a little bit more politics these days than he is comedian. I think we look at, especially in the boom right now, like comedy is, we've never had comics
selling
bigger
out
than right
arenas,
now.
bro.
Huge.
Arenas.
Yeah. I would rather take what Joe Coy has to say to me over Nancy Pelosi any day.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, what would you vote for?
No.
Don't you agree?
I think you're because you know what? You can touch a comedian. A comedian came to your neighborhood. A comedian came by your house.
Rondell, do you understand that when I put a joke out, people think it's real? Like people think everything that happened in that joke was real. And they hold you to that standard. And they know it's comedy. So that made me think, oh, if they're acting like that about a joke, that shows you how much they trust us.
Oh, yeah.
Because politicians, when you hear them talk, nobody believes them.
Yeah. I have people all the time, they can watch a comedian, they go, oh, and this and that. And I go, nothing they said is real. Nothing they said is real. You bought the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
And you see their faces, they go, they lied. It's a comedy show.
Yeah. It's like saying that bit they used to do on the radio. They might still do it. War Roses.
Yeah.
That's fake.
It's
It's just actors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you tell somebody that, and then you see them sad, and then they go, well, I don't care. It's entertaining.
Yeah,
it's all entertainment.
It's all entertainment.
Yeah. Look, and I come from a place where I tell a lot of real stories, but we heighten things. You know what I mean?
Well, that's who was the comic? Well,
Andrew Dice Clay.
No, it was a comic who got in trouble. Oh, the
Hassan Minaj.
Yeah, Hassan Minaj. And I go, he embellished the story. He changed one thing in it. I see why you're upset, but he embellished the story.
See, but and this is my thing, and this goes back to the Trump and the Democrats, right? Trump, if he were to tell that joke, people are like, oh, he always makes stuff up. Democrat, he was held to a certain standard because he's on the Daily Show, which is news, so he couldn't change his story. He was held to a news standard.
It's an entertainment show. How are you holding me to that?
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
That's why it was so ridiculous.
Yes.
People were like, well, you're a real news bro. It's like, no, I'm on a satire show called The Daily Show. Yes, we do a lot of facts, but we make fun of those. But they held him to that standard, right? And that's what happens with Democrats. They're held to a certain standard because they act like they're at that standard.
Now I get what you're saying.
You understand?
Now I'm drinking.
Thank you for making my point for me with Hassan Minaj. What a great example.
I'm so happy for him that he's bounced back.
Of course.
Because in that moment I went, what?
When there's a billion people that are on your side, his people, I mean, you're gonna bounce back. Like with Koreans, we got a couple thousand. He got a whole billion behind him, his people. You're gonna bounce back. All you need is like a couple million of them. You good for the rest of your life.
You're right about that.
I know.
You're definitely right about that.
All right. Any other pop culture stuff? Let me tell you this. I want to ask you something.
Go for it.
Do you have anything else?
No, because I know we were going to try to do
long, right?
We ran way long. That's all right.
Well,
you told me this was 20 minutes. I put 4 quarters in the meter. You told me it was 20 minutes.
My driveway does not have
you
a
have
meter.
a meter. He has
I do.
meter parking, just so you know.
I do.
He charged me for Kool-Aid. Took it out of his kids.
Can we talk about?
Took it out of his kid's hand and charged me 50 cents.
Can we talk about how our parents used to give us water with sugar in it? Just that was your drink.
Wait, let's stop for a second. If you made me some hot water Kool-Aid, my mom made hot water Kool-Aid.
Hot water Kool-Aid?
Hot water.
Yeah.
Pour the sugar. You know where I'm going with that.
Oh, and then put it in the refrigerator.
Put the sugar in, put it in the refrigerator. Hot water Kool-Aid was the best because I forgot how much the sugar Kool-Aid. That's the bougie Negroes in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
They had the sugar Kool-Aid, and which was in a huge ass.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Kool-Aid came in a pack this big.
Yeah.
But the sugar Kool-Aid was. I'm like, How much of that is sugar? How much of it
they were just feeding us diabetes, like for real.
Big time.
For real.
Big time.
Dude, that's all our problem.
Billy, go take a nap.
Yeah.
I got the jitters, Mama. I got the jitters.
All right, Rondell, this is out today. So where are you going to be? Where can people find you at the Comedy Cellar?
I'm at the Comedy Cellar this week. And then Saturday, next week, Friday, Saturday, I have a really great. If you're in DC, you'll put it up.
Yeah.
But
no, we won't, because this is live.
I'm doing a show with I'm doing a show with Carol Leifer and with Rich Hall.
Oh, nice.
Friday and Saturday. Hold on. I'll tell you the.
Oh, you're taking out the glasses.
I got the glasses. Hold on.
Hold on. Carol Leifer.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a fantastic show.
I can't believe you're doing comedy with Wiz Khalifa.
With I'm at the barn in DC.
The barn.
The Wolf Trap. So I will be there in DC next week, Friday, Saturday, 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturdays. Come out.
That's gonna be awesome, man.
Yeah, it will be. I'm looking forward to that.
And if anybody got any hookups on the red bricks or what?
Oh yeah, the red bricks. I really want a pair. They drop tomorrow at Nike. You know what I'm talking about. All the shoe people, you know.
Man, my goal in life.
You got kids, man. You have no disposable income.
I know.
You got kids.
Dude.
I have no kids.
I have no money. Like my wife, Amazon got.
That's why he's got a meter out in the driveway.
Yeah, that's why we got a meter in the driveway. I'm about to raise the price $1 every 20 minutes.
When I got to your security, you got a security gate. When I got to security gate, the woman looked at me and go, Amazon? And I went, no, now I get it. Now I get it. Amazon? No.
Dude, just Amazon. Bro, Amazon's my worst enemy. Seriously,
that's how the world's going to end. Amazon is just going to put a little poison in each of the things.
Don't give them ideas.
Yeah,
that's a movie.
Yeah,
that's a movie now. All right, Rudy's giving me the eyes.
Okay,
that means we got to go.
Oh, I thought there was a relationship.
No. I mean we're friends.
Yeah.
But
I give him those eyes on the road.
All right, thank you for watching the Yo Show. Rondell will have information in the description. He's going to be at some place next week.
The Wolf Trap, DC.
Wolf Trap. Oh!
There you go.
Okay, Wolf Trap. And I'm gonna be in Tampa this weekend. Brea tomorrow with me and Rudy. Tampa with myself, because Rudy doesn't want to go with me to Tampa. And then I'm off next
week. You gonna be at the Improv?
What Improv?
The one in Tampa. Where are you gonna be?
No, it's a Funny Bone now.
Oh,
we gotta go, Rondell. All right, thank you for